can't stand the fact that I'm still going to my dump every single day, just knowing that it's so stale. That is like nothing different is happening anymore. When you have the almost 20 people that left, a lot of the talk that I've been hearing is, oh, you know, this person's gonna leave already, this person's gonna leave already, that person's gonna leave, this and that. That's all I've been hearing all 2023 year long. And you know, that was the same year that I last proactively updated the product catalog, and look what that led to. You know, sales going down, and the almost 20 people that left. It's like I told you, all the hard work that I've done, all these years I've been in my dump, has led to negative results. And it frustrates me a lot. Because I've been taught, Rico taught me all this stuff. Being a graphic designer, and then being a better employee. And once I hit my prime, my so-called prime here, which I really never had a prime because I never had any kind of recognition other than those 2 awards that everybody gets, right? It's like I don't ever get any kind of recognition like that. I mean, after I've done setting up the catalog, I was the one that set it up. Armando's the one that's just helping me with that stuff. And what do I get? Nothing. It's like some of the stuff that Armando's doing, like those holiday flyers Rico has done. Like everything's the same. Nothing's changed. Nothing will ever change. You know? That's why I'm never expecting that anything will change. Like last year when I did the Easter egg flyer, I never got notified about it. Yet Anna's the one that asked me to do it. Look what happened. I got nothing. So why do I care if I get criticized for being late? Oh, you know, as a matter of fact, I came in like super late yesterday from lunch. Armando didn't say a damn thing. So, you know, it's only when, you know, the company president tells on his ass about this and that about me, and then that's when he'll say something. This dude's a robot too, man. I think he's brainwashed by that company president, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just, look, I know sometimes I can tell his body language, he doesn't want to say it because it's not a big deal to him either. But unfortunately, you know, just like the whole management, he's brainwashed too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't rock with people like him. I mean, I know guys like him and, you know, and Terrence and Anna deserve better. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't Anna the one that had that had a previous job, like, you know, after she left the first time or whatever, you know? I'm just saying. I guess you got burned down, and then it's like you decided to come back in. Tell me a time. Well, I know Chrissy was another one, but it's like, why would you even bother going back? And you know, one of the service techs, the other Armando, decided to come back too. Is this really where they belong? I know Javier has visited time to time, but I mean, who else has visited besides him? Nobody else. Eugene has visited before. Not my guy Eugene, but the other Eugene. Who else? Milani. But we don't get any visitors like that anymore. So look, man. Let me just get into this topic right here. So as you know, I've been planning to do these 2-on-2 you know, team matchups as far as like getting a group of friends along, just like I did before, right? But now here's the thing. Here's a specific topic I want to bring up. Would it be a good idea, even if we're no longer friends? I'm talking about the guys that have been, you know, playing with me and Russ and the boss, even Chris back then. Like, I'm talking about guys like Dewey and Julio. And almost every time we play basketball, those guys always come along, right? So now that now that they're my close friends, would it actually be a good idea to just I mentioned this about a few weeks ago when I started to devise this playing team basketball 2-on-2 or anything any non-related like tennis and pickleball, what have you, football. Like, would it be a good idea to just bring those two? Except the only thing is, I would go against them, and they're not my teammates. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would go it's me and whoever is on my team versus Julio and Dewey, or Dewey and whoever, Julio and whoever. Like, the way I see it, hey, you know what? It's basketball, right? So this is not hanging out. I know Julio likes to differentiate between hey man, it's just basketball, not hanging out. So I remember a time when he had an issue with Dewey over what was it? Over when we got way too crazy, me and Dewey. I think this was like the last matchup of the day. We were playing at Chris's house in a random February. This was what? This is before Valentine's Day, right? And we were playing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I remember because I was the one that got crazy, but Dewey just went next level to an extent. It wasn't like he was extreme, but these guys saw. I'm talking about Julio and Robbie. They saw Dewey just going overboard and getting on top of me at one point. I know I had 3 videos about that. They're still up on this channel. If you want to look, it's in the playlist of February 2014. The way I title my playlists, because this is considered, or it was then, a Nutballers channel, you can look and find my playlists that will say Nutballers video montage, and you'll find the month there. He has a number 2. So for example, for the videos where we were playing Marvel vs. Capcom at Chris's house before Valentine's Day, just go to Nutballers video montage, and it'll say 02 February, or actually it has the year. So Nutballers video montage, then the year, and then you have the 2 equal signs, and then you have the month. So for example, Nutballers video montage, in this case 2014. Look at 2014, 2 equal signs. It'll say 02 February, right? That's how I've been labeling them all these years. Like, for all the videos I've done for our past hangouts, when we used to do hangouts with some of these guys regularly, especially for basketball. So yeah, just that's how I've always labeled my videos, if you want to check it out. So, and for these ones, just look at Nutballers video montage 2014 February. Okay, so you look at that. The list may be a little out of order just because I've done small updating, so it's gonna go by, it's not gonna go necessarily in alphabetical order. So, but you can look in there. I mean, it's not really that hard to find. So anyways, yeah, so we were playing Marvel vs. Capcom, and Julio had an issue because when I was saying, what did I say? I said something I was imitating Alexis when he said, gorgeous view of my you-know-what. And then I said something in the end, and Dewey just slapped me. He goes, what the hell is wrong with you? Are you gay or something? I remember him saying that, and that's when, it was caught on camera because my camera was still at the time. So Julio pushed him. I mean, I saw it live. He pushed him pretty hard, and he got pissed off at Dewey. And so, he didn't want to deal with him for a while, But when it comes to basketball, it's like, hey, you know what? You can bring Dewey just for basketball only. So my point is, as I get back into this topic, you know, would it be a good idea just to bring these guys along? I mean, hell, it's just basketball, right? So, you know, I don't see anything wrong. I mean, it may be a little bit like there may be some competitive fire as far as like, you know, me going against Julio and me going against Dewey, or you know, or me and whoever going against Team Julio with the team with Julio and Dewey. You know what I'm saying? So here's my thing. It just depends on what those guys say. It just depends, especially on what, you know, what Dewey says. You know, but I don't know, man. Like I said, it's just basketball, right? So, you know, if anything, man, I think that, you know, it's like we're enemies, right? It's like we're enemies, but just enemies on the basketball court. That's basically what we are, you know? So, although I may find this a little interesting and maybe exciting, but I don't know. That I mean, I'll leave it up to them. I'll leave it up to them. So, you know, I mean, I've seen former players like they were friends, and now, you know, some of those guys got traded to like other teams, and the next thing that happened, you know, it was just, you know, they're enemies now, right? You've seen this with KD and Westbrook. We've seen this with Shaq and Kobe, right? So I don't know, man. I like thoughts of guys like Russ and Boss Eugene to give their thoughts on this. Because if we start to do a 2-on-2, I want to see what they think. I want their feedback on this. So once again, would it be a good idea to just bring your enemies along? I mean, enemies for the basketball court, man. It's not like we're going to be enemies, even if those guys are just done with me, like, you know, they want no part of me. But we're not enemies for life. We're just enemies on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I want to see what they think, and you tell me what you think. Peace. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.